So I'm so happy for them. All right, now, more than 400,000 Rand worth of school clothes and shoes will be donated to 7 schools in villages in the Northern Cape. The schools are in villages far from big towns and in areas with high unemployment rates and huge social demands. The program is being sponsored by the SABC Foundation. It's the SABC's single largest donation to a community. For more on the story, we cross live to our reporter on the scene, Carmel Loggenberg. Carmel, a very good morning to you. Tell us what's happening.
Yes, Leanne, a very good morning from a very, very cold Kakamas this morning. We're exactly 469 k's outside of Cape Town in the small village in the Northern Cape. But today we come to you with very good news. Hundreds of children will benefit from an initiative with the SABC Foundation. This morning with me, I've got my guest, who's Iris Cupido, and she's CEO of the SABC Foundation. Good morning, Iris, and thank you for speaking to the SABC. Tell us why are we here this morning, and I understand that's a very good initiative.
Well, we're here to bring hope to a community that is struggling with many challenges out here in Kakamas, and we're here to support some 9 schools with much needed resources.
Now, I understand this is the biggest single donation that the SABC Foundation has made to the community. We also understand that it's over 400,000 Rand. But what exactly will these children be getting?
So some of the needs that we were told they need specifically is uniforms. They need stationery, they need shoes. As you said, it's a very, very cold morning here. Beanies and scarves and so all resources around for schools, for the school children themselves. So we've gone in and bought that. Some of the schools are much smaller schools and they're outside of this region. And so we're having the handover here because this is the largest one. But some 4,000 kids will benefit from these resources from 8 schools in the area.
We were fortunate to speak to the principal, and we're speaking to him again later today. But we understand it's severe poverty in this area. I mean, if you just see behind us, if you just look at the state, if you had to look at this particular area, why else? What was the driving force for getting the SABC Foundation here?
The community poverty is a huge factor here. A lack of hope, a lack of resources, and we just thought if we came and showed them that there is the SABC. The SABC is all about serving communities in which we operate, and this is one of them. So if we could bring hope here, if we can somehow inspire this community to understand that outside of this, there's so much that can be accomplished. We're giving away 2 bursaries today. One student at the school wants to be a doctor. We're giving away a bursary worth 300,000 to him this morning. And through, it takes one child. Education is the best leveler ever. So if one child if other children at these schools can see that one child can get a bursary, can go and be a doctor, can come back and serve this community, in that way we've brought some measure of hope to this community.
We understand that it's 8 schools in total that will be benefiting from this initiative. Tell me, how were these 8 schools chosen?
Well, we looked at all the schools in the region that needed our support. So we asked a group of very, very passionate women from the Methodist Church here, in fact, that grew up here, that went to school here, that taught here, and that are now retired. And they are the ones that kind of said, can we come and support this community? So we asked them to go do the research, which are the schools that most need us, what are those needs, how do we provide them? And so they came back to us and said if we could do school uniforms and shoes and other such resources. So that's how we found these 8 schools in the region. And so we're basically covering all the schools in this region that need our support. And we out here, we're in Namakwa land. We are so far from anywhere, and standing on this little koppie overlooking this village, and I'm just thinking, my goodness, it's all about the SABC caring about South Africa, and the SABC moving beyond just what we know in Joburg, in Cape Town, in CBDs, and finding these communities that need our support. And it's not just the SABC. I think if other corporates as well, the needs here are so vast. Having come here yesterday and chatting to the principal, you understand that what we're doing is just a drop in the ocean. I mean, in total with the bursaries, we're spending $1 million in this community, but that's just a drop in the ocean compared to what the needs are here. So it's all about whole of South Africa needs to get behind how we serve our communities.
Iris, thank you so much for speaking to the SABC this morning. Later today, we'll be speaking to the principal of one of the schools which will be a beneficiary, and we'll be hearing more exactly about what type of teaching circumstances do they have to deal with every single day, and what are they looking forward to, especially about these bursaries and how they will help their children.
Carmel, thank you very, very much. Fantastic story. Thanks for covering it for us all the way in Kakamas, and I'm sure we'll have more updates throughout the day.